Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie. This past weekend, I turned 30 years old and I had such a lovely time. I went shopping, I went book buying, which is shopping. I filmed a lot of clips and I did a big haul. I was planning on doing a whole weekend vlog. I went to the beach, I had a blast. But then I had some sort of reaction to like the sunscreen or the sun. I have sensitive ass skin. I'm getting old, what can I say? And so like I don't really want to be on camera because I have like a rash, I have zits. My face like swelled up. It's been almost a week now. It's finally going down, but I at least want to put this haul up because I just had the best birthday. So let's just jump in. Here's the magical montage and a haul to come. Enjoy. Alright, we just got back from the mall. I am so tired. It's exhausting being so spoiled. Oh my god. Let me show you all the non-book stuff I got first. Bath & Body Works, we got some new soap. They're on sale for like $3. I got Sweet Apple, which is one of my favorite scents. Not like Sweet Apple, this brand particularly, but just like apple scented soaps and lotions. I don't know what it is. And then Rose Water and Ivy. I had a gift card to Sephora. So I got a new bottle of the Glow Screen. I didn't know that they have different shades of like shimmer now. I got it in Sunrise. Oh, I think it's actually lighter than the one that I already have. Oh, it smells like summer. I got this hand sanitizer. It smells so good, but mostly I just really felt like my hands were getting dirty and I knew we were gonna go eat in the food court and I needed to do something about it. And then I got this lip liner. I don't use lip liner, but I got this one from Makeup Forever. It's called Endless Cacao. I follow this one. You can't see that. I'm horrible at this. I follow this one makeup artist, Christy and Hughes. I don't know, this girl. And she always uses this. It seems so dark, but she blends it into like a pink or a red or any color. And it just looks so rich. So I'm gonna try it out. And I got my birthday gift. These are the Kosas. It looks like lip gloss and a mascara. Maybe a brow gel. I don't use brow gel, but hey, never a bad time to start things. How cute is that little bottle? Then I went to the Yeti store. They got me the nicest little bag here. And I got a little mini tumbler. I'm gonna be starting work like an hour later and I maybe want to do a little walk around the neighborhood drinking my coffee. How fun does that sound? At Anthropologie, I told the girl that it was my birthday and that I love bags. She gave me one. It just so happened, because they're Anthropologie, there's an A on it. I'll be keeping this forever. And then she gave me another little bag for the necklace I got. How sweet is that? They also like handled this mug that was on sale for like $10 with such care, and I really appreciate it. And I got this cute little mug. There's a snail. I feel like I should name them. There's two. Amy and Doug. Wait, do you remember that show Doug? What was that girl's name? Patty Mayonnaise? Is that her name? And then I'm so excited about this necklace. It's like a bubble A. I feel like it would look so good with my necklaces I already have. The thing about me is that I never take these off, and so I need something that's going to withstand water and showering. I don't know that this is it, but it wasn't cheap, so maybe. It says it's gold, but I think it's gold plated. I don't know how that whole thing works. Let's try it on. Oh my gosh, I wish it was a little longer, but how cute is that? I can actually just put it on one of my chains. Whatever, I'm in love. All right, moving on to books. I had a gift card, and some of these are grants, but I did fucking go crazy, okay? And I know some of you are judging me, but most of you love books, so I hope you enjoy this birthday haul. First, let me talk about the books Grant got, in case you're interested. I actually haven't looked at his yet. Shards of Earth by Adrian Tchaikovsky. He was looking at like sci-fi and fantasy exclusively. It's an extraordinary new space opera series about humanity on the brink of extinction and how one man's discovery will save and destroy us all. It's very thick. Ooh. Oh, he was telling me about this. This is Chris McKinney's Eventide Water City. This is a sequel to a book he got last time, but look how cute that little bear is. And then he got Malice by John Gwynne. This is a thick puppy. Oh my goodness. I have definitely seen this around the booktube atmosphere, so if you've read this, let me know and I can tell Grant. Okay, now on to my books. I got a lot. Again, I had a gift card for some of these. I'm gonna stop apologizing for it. Okay. First, we're gonna talk about books that I've known about, a couple that I went there specifically for, and some that I've seen around that I was just like, ooh, gimme, gimme, gimme. And then I'll talk about impulse purchases, which yes, I like to do that. First, we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is one I went there to get specifically because I'm going to be reading it this month for the BBBB book club, the Big Bad Booty Bitches book club, with Aaliyah on her channel, The Library Dweller. I'll link her channel down below. Make sure to subscribe so you can be on the lookout for the live show coming up probably the beginning of July. All I know about this is it's like a ranch romance, small town brother's best friend romance. I've heard pretty great things about this. I've heard a little less good things about the sequel. I just love this cover. It's all like, oh, you know what it looks like? It kind of looks like the old Archie comics, that style of art. Oh, I am in such a romance mood. I'm so excited. Next book that I went with a purpose of getting is Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. I've seen this around recently, a few months ago. I can't actually remember when. Wow, time is moving so fast. I read this book and I really enjoyed her writing style, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. I think I still ended up giving it 3.5, but like the writing itself and the beginning, the descriptions of Italy and the food, oh my god. Plus, I heard that Kayla over at Books and Lola loved this book, so I'm very curious about it now that I've read some of her writing. Oh, it says it's a standalone. I thought it was a series. This is a standalone fantasy set in her favorite King of the Wicked world, the Wickham. This book, I don't even think this is released yet. It's so funny because whenever I go to Barnes & Noble, I always see pre-released books in the YA section, and they never have it in the other sections. But I'm so glad they had it because I can't wait to read this book. This is about a girl who's in foster care. She moves to a new town and she sort of makes friends with these feral girls who live in the woods with a pack of wolves, and they think that she's their long-lost sister. It sounds really fun. Next book that I have known about, I actually have the NetGalley for this, but I don't read NetGalley. And I have so many books on my shelf that were NetGalleys, and I bought them and then they're still on my shelf, and I need to do like a whole reading vlog of them. But this is Women in Peril, and I believe it's short stories about the complexities of queerness, toxic relationships, parenting, divorce, Asian American identity, and so much more. Oh, what a cover. I love it. I think I talked about this in a new releases video, but this is a YA supernatural, I think. What's it called? Paranormal, maybe? This one's about two teens, one of them whose family and house burns down, and she goes down to the cellar and like this boy she knows is just like locked up. And there's this family curse, and the only way he, the guy in the cellar, can break it is if he kills everyone in this family, including this girl, but they're sort of friends, and I think they have a romance. So it's very complicated. Sounds juicy as fuck. And then this one, I asked for the NetGalley, they denied it, but I cannot pass this cover up. Look at this. It's called Kitten Tits. I forget what it's about. The author of Ripe. Oh, I was gonna get that book. That's a NetGalley that I've had too, but I really want the physical copy. Anyway, the author of Ripe says, reader beware, kitten tits may seem sweet, but she has claws. This is through the point of view of a 10-year-old girl in the 1990s. She's got a lot of family shit going on, but this 23-year-old girl named Jeannie, a dirt bike riding ex-con with a shady past, moves in, and our main character Molly becomes like infatuated with her. Jeannie, this older bad bitch, fakes her own death in a hot air balloon accident. Molly runs away to Chicago with a stolen credit card and a sweet pair of LA Gear heat waves to meet her pen pal DeMarcus and hunt down Jeannie. Okay, there's a lot going on. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great, possibly sad, but weird, which is, as you know, my favorite combo. This is another NetGalley I've had for a while. I read the first chapter. I was really intrigued by it. It's about a pair of best friends who are like con artists, and one of them tries to con this rich dude. He takes her to his private island, and then her friend never hears from her again. So she goes to the island, I think, looking for answers. I think it's also gonna go into their like childhoods to see how they got to where they are. I just love female friendship, but also coming of age through past memories in a book. Love it. Now on to books that I have never seen before. They were complete cover purchases, or they were just a vibe. My soul was just being called to them, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, because I don't usually read the backs of these, and I know that is triggering to some of you, but it's so fun for me. First up, Gone to the Wolves by John Ray. Hello. This looks so cool, and I did read the quote up here. It says, Gone to the Wolves captures the feeling of loving something so intensely it just might kill you. Yes. Oh, takes place in Florida in the 1980s. Yikes. And as you could assume from the front, these characters are in like the heavy metal scene. Interesting. Look at this spine and like sprayed edges. This is like Barnes & Noble's pick of the month or something, which makes me automatically think it's gonna be shit. I'm so sorry. But when stores do that, I'm just like immediately suspicious. The main character is called the Dread Lord Whomever, and he's whomever because he doesn't remember anything. He wakes up in a half-destroyed evil wizard's workshop with no eyebrows, no memories, and no idea how long you have before the Dread Lord Whomever shows up to murder you horribly, and it turns out that you are the Dead Lord Whomever. He has a castle full of goblins and a princess locked in a cell. He has no idea why they're there or how, but he ends up realizing that nothing from the incredibly tasteless cloak adorned with flames to the princess is quite what it seems. It just seems like an identity crisis, but it seems goofy and fantastical. It sounds really light, but also could have some deeper messages. I don't know, it sounds kind of fun. I grabbed How It Works Out by Miriam Lacroix. Look at that, very cool. This says, what if you had the chance to rewrite the course of your relationship again and again in the hopes that it would work out? This is about a lesbian couple. There's some sort of series of hypotheticals. I don't know if they're actually going down these alternate paths where what if they became mothers by finding a baby in an alley? What if the only cure for Miriam's depression was Allison's flesh? How much darker or sexier would their dynamic be if one of them was a power-hungry CEO and the other her lowly employee? It sounds like it's going to be like short stories with the same people changing dynamics. That sounds really fun. This, I didn't even glance at it. I was like, give me that cover right now. It's called Ghost Roots. A marvelous, unsettling collection where the everyday strangeness of life and the uncanny rub up against each other. Sounds like my kind of thing. So these are short stories. One of the stories is a woman sees the ghost of her abusive mother in her daughter's face. Oh, there's a story called Breast Milk where a wife forgives her husband for his infidelity. Months later, when she is unable to produce milk for her newborn, she blames him. Oh god, these sound kind of fucking depressing. I think they all take place in Nigeria, so that's cool. But damn, some of these sound intense. Oh my gosh, look at this cover. I saw it in the sci-fi section. I was like, I have to put my little hands on this. This is about an entire town where the women all get pregnant from this weird silver object. I want to read this one immediately. It's just, she's calling to me. This is my girl. And then finally, Grant actually pointed this one out, and then I had to be like, that's probably a fantasy romance. There's probably some smut in there. And so I grabbed it because I want him to read it, but I want to read it. It's called The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten, and it's got lovely, like, beveled edges. Oh my gosh. This is about a young woman's secret power to raise the dead, and somehow that plunges her into the dangerous world of the Sainted King's royal court. So there's like a court, there's necromancy, hopefully there's some smut. I'm excited. All right, I went over those really quick because we have to go to the movies soon. We're gonna go see a horror movie and then go out to dinner. Birthday girl is just living her best life. We ended up going to go see Watchers, that new horror film. It actually came out on my birthday, but we got the entire theater to ourselves, which is always a fun experience. It always makes the movie even better, which is good because this wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't bad. I thought it was really fun. I really love the acting. Dakota Fanning, I'm gonna be a fan of hers forever. And I love the concept behind this when you kind of figure out what's going on. It's one of my favorite topics. It's one of my favorite things to read about in books, which makes me so mad that I didn't read this book. But now that I've seen the movie, I don't know that I need to. I feel like the book would definitely do a better job. So if you've read this, let me know. It was just, I think the pacing was actually hilarious. So it was one of those situations where I was really fascinated about what was happening, but it wasn't very well done, but it wasn't frustrating at all. It was just really funny, and Grit and I were just laughing the whole time, and it was really, I don't know, just birthday vibes just kept continuing. And then that night and the following day, I just went out, I drank, I went to the beach. I got a little burnt, mostly just my scalp. But yeah, just an incredible birthday weekend. I have not really had great birthdays. Like, I've had fine birthdays. I just thought I didn't really care about birthdays anymore. I love celebrating other people, but the last few years I've been really just kind of like, oh, no, 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 no. And it's mostly because I live on a literal island away from all my friends and family, and like here, everyone's always moving away, and so it's been kind of lonely. And so this year was the first year I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna slay the day. I got spoiled. I spoiled the fuck out of myself, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling 30, flirty, and thriving, my friends, except for, you know, the rash and the swollen face. I actually do have some more books to haul. I'm, again, gonna stop being embarrassed about it. This is my passion. This is my purpose for living, if I'm trying to be dramatic about it. Well, on Sunday, I opened a package thinking it was my addiction knocking on the door with more books, but it was actually from Sasha, my friend from Sash Reads, and she got me a book that I am so excited to read. It's a 5-star prediction. It's My Husband, about a woman who is obsessed, I think to a fault, one can say, about her husband, and I'm so excited. Sasha, thank you so much for spoiling me. It was so funny because I started feeling a little shitty about like my swollen fucking head. I honestly look like a Neanderthal. Honest to God. My forehead created like this big bubble, and like I just looked like a caveman. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Okay. I don't want to zoom into my face. I was starting to feel a little shitty, and then I got a present from my friend and it made me feel good. So Sash, you saved the day. I'm pretending that's you as a friend, you know. I mean, we're both married. I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Stop. I haven't talked to the camera in a few days, so I'm like being a little annoying. I'm sorry. And then I got a bunch of new releases that I have talked about in my new release videos or TBRs. I got Leather and Lark. This is the sequel to Butcher and Blackbird. It's the Ruinous Love trilogy about serial killers and fucking. I got Birding with Benefits. This one, I don't know what it is. I'm so ready to just be slayed by the cuteness. I'm gonna stop saying slay. I think it's like fake dating with bird watching as a hobby. How cute. Just today, hours ago. Oh my god, I bent the cover. No! But I got Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood, and I have ruined it. But actually, it kind of looks more summery this way. This is like enemies to benefits to lovers. Does that make sense? Yes. Speaking of friends who did something nice to me revolving around books, my Instagram friend Matthew, who has a YouTube channel that you've probably heard of and probably know his Instagram, he put up a picture of this in his Instagram stories, and I had just spoken about it in this video. I sent a little heart eye reaction. He's like, "You want a copy?" And I was like, it was the birthday fairies coming to life, and I just got this in the mail, so thank you so much, Matthew. Also, it's so strange to say Matthew because that's my brother's name, but we only call him Matt unless I'm like pretending to be mad at him. So I feel like I'm yelling at you, Matthew, or like pretending to be your mom right now, but that's your name. So thank you, Matthew. I'm not mad at you. This one I am so excited because just glancing at this, I knew it was gonna be told in a very distinct, original, cool way because it's talking about derealization as a literal mental illness. So how they were gonna portray that through the actual text. I'm just so excited to get into this. Then I got Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. This is about like a cult classic film being rebooted, blah, blah, blah. I don't love the plot of this, but I love Paul Tremblay. And guess what? The sprayed edges. I didn't realize that these were gonna be red. I love it. Paul, excellent choice. And then I think this might be a 5-star prediction. Maybe like a 4, maybe 4 or 5. I'm gonna love this book. It's Margot's Got Money Troubles by Ruthie Thorpe. I also talked about it in this video. And since then, Book of the Month's picked it as their June book. So I hope that everyone reads this month and we can all be like in a super huge book club. I want that experience of like when everyone was reading Fourth Wing. I want a book like that to come onto the scene so that we could all sort of talk to each other about it. I'm tired. All right, I'm gonna go take some more Benadryl, edit this video, get it up for you. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being there with me. I think when I started this channel, I was technically 27 and a half, but like that's nuts. So I can't wait to see what happens in the future. I'm gonna stop, like I never know how to end these videos. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.